Hello, Wolf Alexander here with another mini podcast. Multiple personalities is the name of the conceit. And today I'm going to delve into the esoteric, the etheric, sort of. So, you've been studying what consciousness is, what we're actually made up of in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And quantum physics is certainly leaning into this. But anyway, so all over YouTube, at least for me, the algorithms that are picking up what I like have fed me a bunch of things that have to do with things like the Corpus Hermeticum. Don't know who's heard of it, don't know who hasn't, but very interesting stuff with the information that goes way back in time. The master, one of the masters, I guess, has Egyptian roots, called Thoth, or Thoth, Thoth, not sure. Anyway, some kind of master of all time, lived for a very long time, and so on. And so part of what's been showing on YouTube is that stuff, and stuff related to it, and the physics and so forth. As we now understand what we're made up of quite a bit more than we used to. But anyway, so the particular thing was from the 6th to the 9th of July this year. There was what they sort of billed it as a download of enlightenment from the divine mind, but a power pack thing that you have to show some respect for it, because it could be a double-edged sword depending on who you are. Whatever you're into vibrationally, whatever the real intent, either subconscious or otherwise, is actually your form of consciousness. That is in play. We are broadcast type units. And people can know this from, maybe you're thinking of a song and you turn on the radio and it's playing, because actually we're able to pick up a radio signal, electromagnetic signal, because our brains run on similar frequencies. So you can get to see that there is a reality behind this. This really happens. So this kind of download of the all that is, the divine mind, was happening supposedly from the 6th to the 9th. And on the 9th, I was just high enough. We're just talking weed here, and CBD. Oh, no, actually, but anyway. That part isn't as important as the rest, trust me. But anyway, on the 9th, the first thing I really noticed was a very strange cloud formation, which I had actually never seen before. That was kind of in a circumference around Boston and the surrounding area, and then nothing up here, and then some clouds. But this was, I've just never seen a cloud formation like that. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. I can kind of feel this jazz that's supposed to be coming down from above. But anyway, so I'm feeling that. And what happened was something I could, that's referred to in the biblical terms as like a quickening, but literally a speeding up of thought process and going through many ideas, things that seeing myself in a fresh perspective, and seeing things that need to be altered, and how I've vibrated these things into existence, that I've sort of promoted things subconsciously and otherwise that needed to be corrected. I could see all those things in a fresh way. And I still am there, some days later. And it is it is fascinating what happened. And so I still, as I say, I still kind of am there with a kind of, I think, a better understanding of how my existence is working. I can't tell anybody else how theirs is working or why. Uh, we can always talk. In any case, this is what I experienced. And I mean, along with all of the things that are sort of happening, the chaos, the good, the bad, the ugly, um, I find that I have to filter these things so that I can take them in without them really disturbing the peace that I feel, the stillness, which I like this idea very much. So I think any of us can just sit and breathe and really just be silent and see what comes in, when you're not doing a lot of yakety yak in the inner dialogue. You're not thinking all sorts of things and traveling all over the place in your mind. So this is beneficial to engage in just quiet time whenever you can do it every day. And good to get grounded. I mean, it's always good for a human to take their shoes off and put the feet on the ground on turf, So I recommend that as well because I've had good luck with that. But anyway, these things are, in the end, for figuring out how to navigate this very, I don't know, I call it, it's kind of, if there was a real purgatory, I think this is it. It has like sort of everything going on from the, best in between to the worst. It seems to all be here, Some people have said that this earth is actually a prison. And you can see that a bunch of criminals have been operating here off and on for forever, actually. So maybe something there, hard to say. But you have to, be a skeptical person. And if you see anything in anything I've said, you do your own deep dive into it so you can decide whether any of it makes sense for you or not. You all should do that all the time. It's called critical thinking, skeptical inquiring. I recommend it. And I also recommend much love.
Here's the forecast.